On this episode, I'll be showing you guys how to fix an LG washing machine showing you an IE error or a 3E error. This is a very easy error to fix. The IE error is just an inlet error. So if your washing machine's not putting water into the washer and it's giving you an error straight away, we're going to get into how to fix that error. Now hang on a minute. So you might look at this and say this doesn't look like your model. This will apply to all the LG washing machine models because essentially inside they look the same. It's just outside that they look different just to be different models. But we're going to get into it and see how we go. The first thing I'm going to need you to do is to go on to your water outlet and just check that it's open, making sure that all the water has been open. Maybe sometimes this happens after you've moved house or you've forgotten to open the tap. It will show you that IE error. All right, so you want to make sure that you've checked all that, ticked all those boxes, and then you can cross that off and know that this is not the problem. But other than that, if it's not the problem, we're going to need to grab ourselves a Phillips head screwdriver or a star screwdriver, and we're going to open up the washing machine and see what's happening. So the first thing I will need you to do is to unplug the washing machine from power because we do not want you to get the shockies, eh? So let's get into it. So at the back of the washing machine, there'll be 2 screws, which I'm going to show you how to remove, and then we'll access the inlet valves of the washing machine, which usually present this error. So let's get right into it. So we're going to go right ahead and go to the back of our LG washing machine. This is what it will sort of look like. Most of them have 2 screws holding the top. So we look at this top, there'll be 2 screws holding this top onto the washing machine. There'll be 1 screw over here and another screw over there. So we're going to go right ahead and remove those screws so we can better access the washing machine. So let's go right ahead and do that. Beautiful. Now that you've got them off, put them off somewhere where you won't lose them, eh? There we go. Then we're going to remove this top cover. To remove this top cover, it's pretty easy. What you're going to need to do is grab it from both sides and slide it back, just like that. And then just lift it off. Comes off right like that. Easy as, eh? Now that we've got it off, we're going to have a look at our water valves. The first thing I'm going to need you to do is to have a look at the back here. So the water valves are these. So this is the hot one and then the cold one. Some of yours might only have the cold one, but they're the same thing. So you're going to have a look inside here. Have a look at these little clips in there. Sometimes it's dirty in there, just depending on your water supply. Sometimes your water supply will be a bit dirty, old taps, rusty and all that. You need to clear any debris or anything that's hanging out in there because that's obstructing the flow of the water into the washing machine. So if you clear that, then that's good. Let's have a look at these water valves. So if you have a look at the water valves, these are what you need to change. If it's still giving you that IE error, you've cleaned the back of these valves and it's still giving you that IE error, we're going to need to remove these valves and replace them with replacement water valves. Now an easy search on eBay with the model number of your washing machine will reveal what kind of hot and cold water valves to use. I'll try as much as possible to put some links in the description below as to where you can find the water valves that will work for you. If you're unsure about which ones will work for you, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be more than happy to help you. And while you're at that, gently smash that like button or that subscribe button because it does help this channel a lot for other people to be able to see this content and be able to fix their washing machines and save some money while they're at it. So let's get into how to remove these valves. So the first thing you're going to need to make sure is that this thing is completely disconnected, because if you don't, you're going to get some shockies, and we don't want that to happen to you. All right, so at the top, when we're looking top down. We're going to have a look. There'll be about 4 wires connected to it. These are just your power supplies. Just go ahead and remove them. You just pull these back and they'll come off. Beautiful. Just like that. So to remove this it's a simple thing. You just need some pliers and some Phillips head screwdriver. So the Phillips head screwdriver is for, you guessed right, removing these screws from the back. So those 2 screws holding this valve and 2 screws holding that valve. Once you remove those, then it'll be free to move around. So that's the first thing you're going to need to do. Remove those screws, and then we'll be ready to replace with the new valves. So let's get into that. Beautiful. Now that we've got those screws out, this comes out. You just pull it out like that and off it comes. Now you see there's a retaining clip here that's holding this rubber hose onto the valve itself. You're going to need to undo that. This is where your pair of pliers will come in. So to remove, you just pinch. So these are reusable. So make sure you don't damage them. Not that you can damage them in any way, but it's pretty easy to replace. So pinch and pull back. So just like that. Beautiful, see? And then to remove the hose, you're going to need to put a bit of, just pull it out, wiggle it as you do it. Take your time. There you go. That's what we're looking at. That's the valve that we're replacing. So when you replace these, it's just as simple as pulling it out and replacing it. So you get the new one, and then putting it in is just like, so I recommend you do it one at a time, replace them one at a time so that you don't mix them up. Not that you'd mix them up, but just to make it easy on yourself. So you put that one on. And then remember, always remember to put back the clamp, otherwise the force of the water coming out is going to force that pipe to come out. So we're going to put that clamp back, and that way we won't get any leaks, any nasty leaks. So let's go right ahead and do that. You'll find that the hot water one is usually just one connection and one valve. Whereas if you look at the cold one from the side, you'll see that there's 3 of them there. So one does like pre-wash, one does main wash, and then the other one's like for steam function. So it might be different on yours, but generally the cold water one has a lot more valves than the hot water one. Alright, so putting it back in is just push it in, and then remember to put back the screws that are down here. 1 and 2, and then push back this bit. Remember to put back the wires. So the wires will be like that, and it's simple as that. That's how you replace these valves. If you start the washing machine again and you're still getting that error, then it means that something's going on, probably with the main board itself, or you've got a faulty valve. I'd go ahead, and if I've bought new ones and it's giving that error, something's going on with my board. Or you might want to double check your water connections or your water pressure, because sometimes the water is coming in, but then it's not coming in at as fast a rate as the washing machine wants it to come. So you're going to need to check the water pressure. Usually the test that you do is you undo the hoses for the water, and then when you undo the hoses for the water, then you open the tap and then you spray the water out. That should help it. So hopefully that's been insightful and helpful. If you're having any issues or if you've got any questions, let me know and I'll do my best to help you as much as I can. Anything that's broken, we'll try to fix it and save you some money. Thanks for checking me out. Till next time, cheers.